Hi everyone, I'm Shannon and this is my channel, The Sewing Warehouse. This is my first vlog, so please be kind. I've never done this before. I just wanted to kind of make this video to introduce myself and tell you what this channel is going to be about. So like I said, my name is Shannon. Originally I'm from the Netherlands, but I now live in the UK and I have done for about 3 years already now. Time flies when you're locked down. I'm 28 and I work as a trainee accountant. I'm doing the ACCA at the moment. Hopefully we'll be finished soon. So yeah, some of you might say like accountancy is boring, accountants are boring. I don't think accountancy is boring, but I definitely can't let my creative side out in my job, so hence sewing. I started sewing when I was about 18. I had a few months off from school, like in between secondary school and university. I had some months off, so my mum taught me how to sew. And I was just sewing like bags and oven gloves and like aprons and like the basic things. Then I moved out and I was a poor student and I didn't have money to buy a sewing machine or fabric. So I just kind of didn't sew for a couple of years. So then fast forward to moving to the UK. We had just bought a house. And my partner wanted to have like this kind of specific kind of like a pillow for in the living room, but we couldn't find that. He wanted like a red tartan kind of like pillowcase or pillow. We didn't find it, so I told him, like, look, I can just sew it. We can probably find the fabric that you want and I can just sew it. So I bought quite a cheap sewing machine because I was like, don't know how much of this I'm gonna actually do. Sewed up the pillowcases, and like as soon as I like sat behind the machine, I was like, oh yeah, you know, the spark reignited. I bought more and more fabric and made a lot of things like a sleeve for over this sewing machine. Like a mat for under the sewing machine when I was sewing, with like little pockets I can put my scissors in and things like that. And then, I'm sorry, I'm not originally UK, but I found this program by chance on the BBC called The Great British Sewing Bee. So I started watching it and just realised, like, oh my god, I can sew clothes. How cool is that? So I enrolled in this very basic sewing course online, all during lockdown at this point. And I started like sewing like a skirt and a dress, and you know, the fabric was great and I loved it. I loved the fabric shopping, I loved the sewing. Like, I was obsessed, and I'm still getting more obsessed every day. Like, it's all I can think about. So yeah, basically it's gone from there. I've since then bought a new sewing machine. It's a Genome 360 DC. It's an amazing machine. It has 60 different stitches. It has automatic buttonhole. It sews so smoothly. Honestly, it's great. I've also bought recently an overlocker, but I haven't been able to use it yet. I've signed up for a class from the Stitchesters because it comes highly recommended. So I've signed up for it. My overlocker thread arrived this morning. So hopefully tomorrow or this weekend I can have a start on sewing on the overlocker. Yeah, So that's a little bit about me and how I started to sew and became obsessed. And yeah, so what's this channel going to be about? Well, I'm just going to be documenting my sewing journey, dressmaking specifically. I might look into doing some quilting. I'm interested in doing some quilting, but it just sounds so much more expensive than sewing clothes. Like how much fabric you have to buy for it. And then you make 5 quilts and then what? Like you can't really do anything with them. So yeah, not sure about that yet. So yeah, that's about me. That's my introduction. Hopefully you'll subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram. My handle is @thesewingwarehouse, like no spaces or underscores or dots at all. Just @thesewingwarehouse. And I'll see you the same time again next week. And we'll talk about a bit more of my sewing plans for the summer. Which hopefully it's gonna be tight, but hopefully I'll make it before a holiday. I can sew everything that I want. Alright, have a great weekend, guys.